Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Before today's segment, we want to give you a chance to win a real cool prize. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Join now for your chance to win an autographed Doug Gilmer Flame jersey, the real leader of the '89 Flames Cup-winning team, the club's best-looking jersey. Join us on Twitter and Facebook to win. It's that easy. When it comes to scoring a goal, nobody does it better than the Calgary Flames. Now, we're talking about a goal, won a game. Seriously, folks, the Calgary Flames are in a bad scoring drought, and they better hope this isn't the trend. If you look back at their last few games, other than the Edmonton game, their scoring is a lot like me trying to two-step. It's kind of the count like 1, 1, 1, 2, 0, 1. Okay, got that? I'm a horrible two-stepper. So that's as bad as it gets. They're not scoring a lot of goals. Right now, they're 27th in overall offense for the NHL. They're averaging 2.3 goals a game. Hell, they would take that average right now. And most importantly, they need to start scoring now. They have lost 3 straight. The recent game against Detroit, and it's a typical Detroit game. They tease you. Looks like they're going to let them in the back door, and all of a sudden in the later parts of the game, it's tic-tac-toe, all the fancy passing, all the goal scoring, and they walk away with another victory. That's how Detroit wins against Calgary, and that's how Detroit wins, period. Now they've got the meat of their schedule right in front of them. They've got to start winning these games at home, or they're going to fall further out of contention. This is when they have to make a rally. Next up is Chicago, and they can only hope they treat Chicago the way they did the last road trip out in Alberta when they lost huge games in both Calgary and Edmonton. So anyhow, right now, if Jay Feaster and the boys want to make a run and want to do something at the trading deadline, they better have some wins under the belt, or it's just going to be another fruitless season, and I'm kind of thinking that's the way it's going to be. One thing you had to be impressed with last night, and it pulled on the heartstrings, was the way they paid tribute to former captain Brad McCrimmon. It's nice to see when Detroit came in, the last team that he was an assistant coach with in the NHL, they had a ceremony. It was very touching. It was painful to watch, actually, as his wife Maureen and their family came on, and they did a nice ceremony. Really, it was really emotional. It was very tough to watch, and it brought back a lot of memories of the guy they call Sarge, or the Beast. Whether you liked him or not, he had an influence on the way you looked at the game, and he was always unpredictable. Of course, you remember Brad McCrimmon was killed in that Russian plane crash earlier this fall, and they finally had the ceremony the other night at the Saddle Dome. Still want to talk about the KHL, because from that touching moment, we go to the Idiot Files. And a former Nashville Predator by the name of Alex Radulov, talk about an idiot. This is when you should ban guys for life. Look at this video. He slashes his coach across the throat. His own coach. This is why guys should be banned from hockey. Plays like this. Right now in the NHL, there's a lot of talk about trash talking. And there's a lot of people that are sensitive about this issue. Now, if you look at the past, and Dave Schultz had an interesting comment. He goes, hey, we were guys, 185, 200-pound guys that were fighting, and we thought we were tough, but these monsters over here, 255, they're mixed martial artists, they're on steroids, they're tough as hell. We would get the crap beat out of us. Well, that's fine. They may be bigger, they may be stronger, they may be tougher, so they say now, but they're more sensitive. In fact, they're acting like a bunch of pussies with this trash talking stuff. 2 cases I want to talk to you about. One against San Jose and the Columbus Blue Jackets, who lost another game, but brawls took place, huge fights, all because of a water squirt, a water bottle squirt. Talk about oversensitive. And then the other one I wanted to talk to you about is the Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres. Now, Paul Gaustad is the tough guy for Buffalo. Went up to Max Pacioretty, and they're trash talking and chirping. And he goes, hey, where's Chara? Well, remember Chara hit him into the board or into the glass last year, and he had that big injury. But it was like a National Enquirer scene. They wanted suspensions. They wanted advertisers to kick him out of the league. It was just goofy. Now they went back to him and said, okay, well, remember when Lucic took a run at their goalie? Gaustad didn't do anything, so he's going, where's Lucic? But these guys are just becoming oversensitive. They don't trash talk like these guys are hockey players. Remember how they used to trash talk. Bob Probert and all these guys. Remember how they used to trash talk. Here's a sample of real trash talking in hockey. What happened to it? Guys, it happens all the time. So all these guys that are bringing this up, you're oversensitive. This is the NHL. You're supposed to be tough hockey players. I get the race things. Get that out of there. You don't want it. But trash talking can be entertaining. In fact, here's how I would do it if I was in the NHL. Hey, you want to talk to me? Take that out of your mouth. I'll tell you what. If that's all you got, wait till my sister comes in town next week. She handles my small fights. By the way, she'll show you, but she chokes on small bones. And say hi to your wife because she hasn't had a real man since I did her. Tired of going to redneck barbecues? Well, you better call Rocky Mountain Barbecue. Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best. Great tasting food, clean and efficient service. Check us out online or call Rocky Mountain Barbecue.